Welcome to Maths for All. I'm Aisling Flynn. This is Rational Numbers 2.3 Ratios. Ratios are rational numbers used to describe how things are divided up, i.e. in what proportion are they divided up. A given amount may not be divided up evenly. Let's look at this example. Anne is 12 years old and her brother Barry is 8 years old. They receive pocket money in the proportion to their age. That is, Anne is going to get more. For example, if they get 20 euros between them, Anne will get 12 euros and Barry will get 8. 12 plus 8 making 20. If they only get half that amount, 10 euros, well, Anne gets half of 12, which is 6, and Barry half of 8, which is 4. So 6 euros to 4 euros. They get half that again, 5 euros. Anne gets 3 euros and Barry gets 2 euros. If they get half that again, 250, so half the numbers again, Anne gets 150 and Barry gets 1 euro. So I want to look at the third example there. We've reduced the numbers, 12 is to 8 at the beginning, down far enough, 3 is to 2, without going into decimal numbers, so staying with natural numbers. So to get a ratio in its basic form, you keep dividing down until you have the smallest numbers possible while staying with natural numbers. Okay, so the ratio of the money here is divided in a ratio of 3 is to 2. That's how we say it. 3 is to 2. We use the colon symbol there. Okay, 3 is to 2. And it is the ratio in its simplest form. So smallest numbers possible without leaving natural numbers. Okay, so let's look at this question. Anne and Barry receive pocket money in the ratio of 3 is to 2. If 50 euros is divided among them, how much should each get? Now the first thing I'm going to do is 3 is to 2. I'm going to add 3 plus 2 and it gives me 5. So why do we do this? Well, imagine there were 5 equal bundles of money. Well, Anne would get 3 of them and Barry would get 2 of them. Okay, so we have to divide it down to equal amounts first. Okay, but how much money is in each of those bundles? So we take our total 50 euros and divide by 5, and there would be 10 euros in each bundle of money. And Anne gets 3 of those. 10 times 3 is 30, so Anne gets 30 euros and Barry gets 2 of them. 10 times 2 is 20. So Anne gets 30 and Barry gets 20. If you want to check your answers, you could add Anne's money, 30, plus Barry's, 20, and yes, that makes a total of 50. So let's just recap on that. So you add the numbers of the ratio to find how many parts. That's 3 plus 2 give 5. You divide to find one part. And then you multiply to give out the shares to find the shares for each. Okay, another example. A raffle has a total prize fund of 1,800 euro. It is to be divided amongst first, second and third prizes in the ratio 4 is to 3 is to 2, respectively. How much money will each winner get? So this ratio has 3 portions. Okay, the first thing we do as before is to add up the parts. 4 plus 3 plus 2 gives 9. Okay, so we divide by 9 to find each bundle of money is 200. Okay, so when you do that division, divide by 9 is 200. And then we give them out to first prize gets 4 of those, 200 times 4. First prize gets 800. Second prize gets 3 of those, that's 200 by 3 is 600. And third prize gets 2 of those, which is 400. So to check, you can add the individual amounts and you should get your total again, which is 1,800. So recapping, add to find how many parts, divide by the 9 to find one part, and then multiply to find the shares for each. Okay, so this is a question working in reverse or working backwards. A farmer intends to leave his land to his 3 sons when he passes away, in the ratio of 5:2:1 from oldest to youngest. If the middle son will get 300 acres of land, how much land has the farmer altogether? Okay, so how will we do this? Firstly, we'll add the parts. 5:2:1. So there are 8 parts in total. Okay, and the middle son gets 2 of those parts. Okay, so our next task is to find one part. So 2 parts was 300 acres. So we do 300 divided by 2 gives me 150 acres. So that's our base amount. One part is 150. There are 8 parts in total. So 150 multiplied by 8 gives 1,200 acres. Okay, so just recapping. Add to find out how many parts. Divide to find one part from the piece of information that you know, and multiply to find the total. Now, you try some of those. Check your understanding with the quiz and practice with your written exercises.